shit. Oh, shit. Hold on. Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy New, back with another reading. This is going to be an all signs reading. Let me ask the question. Last time they saw you, what were they thinking? This is a nosy read. For real. So I expect all my nosies to pop out today. Because this is just nosy. Hey, Sierra Black. Hey. Hey, T. Lee. There you go. Got my nosy crew. We here today. Hey, Emma B. You said, oh, let me hurry make this work call. That's right. I'll be here, Emma. What up, C-Mac? That's right. My Emma. Just came from my yoga class. Ooh, we getting fit. Summertime, so I got to ask for our summer boo or a spring fling or some shit like that. We getting ready. Hey there, hi, mine. Long time no see. Tracy Trace. Brita. Hey, Maya. What's up? What's up with you? I think so. I think I did that pretty quick too. Look at that. Shuffles. That's what they used to call me back in the day when I first started. Shuffles. We missed you too. You said, that's right, getting it right. That's right, Sierra, getting it right. Hey, what's up, V-Lives? Believes? What is it? I think it's V-Lives. I actually fell asleep last night. Like, man, dude, that a whole 8 hours? Woo! Yeah, you definitely took that time. You got a whole 8 hours. You fancy. I got 6.5 last night. It was a good 6 too. Solid. Maybe close to 7. Might have been 7. I think I went to sleep like 11-ish. When I got up this morning, it was like 6:45, 7 o'clock, about 7 o'clock. So that was almost 8 hours. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. Hold on. Oh, Memphis. All right. Oh, we got some Memphis folk in the house. Okay. What's up, Will? What's up with you? All right, so I'm about to set this up real quick. All right, and then we're going to get started. We're going backwards today. What's up, ML? We're just going backwards today. Okay. All right, so Pisces. Let's get to it. Last time I saw y'all, Pisces, what were they thinking? We got that. And that goes in reverse. So some of y'all, they want you guys to be around them. They feel like you maybe be I would say an easy target, maybe to like date. They feel like you want to be in a relationship. So last time they were around you, they feel like you'd probably be an easy partner to really have. Like maybe you're comfortable being by yourself, but they feel like you'd be an easy partner because maybe you don't require a lot, you don't need a lot. All right. Now, for some of y'all, it's the other way around though. Like they feel like you would need them for stability or security. So for some of y'all, it's that way. So it could be a Virgo, it could be an Aries. But for some of y'all, they were thinking about moving in. Like, maybe you guys shacking up together. All right. So, what's going on? Oh, you got to change schools? And all right. So anyway, last time I saw you, what were they thinking? All right. So we got like 4. I'll stick with those. Oh, we got the devil. We got the Hierophant. We got the 9 of Swords. So last time they saw y'all, they were tempted to reach out to y'all. But their value system or their principles kind of made them not want to say something. So they were feeling tempted by y'all. They was feeling like y'all was super attractive. All right, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys have like, maybe let go of them because of principles. So they were thinking, they were all in their head because we got 9 of Swords in reverse. So they were all in their head. Some of y'all, they were thinking about reaching out maybe to like get conversation or to get clarity from you. You know what I mean? So maybe they wanted to say something a little bit bold, take action in that way. They were thinking maybe I should say something. But they also, for some of y'all, they feel like you guys may have been kind of toxic and that you guys, like the way that you guys were running the program with them in the relationship is like, maybe like your procedure, like this is how you do stuff. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys are maybe master manipulators when it comes to like stringing people along. You know what I mean? Because they feel like you're very good at talking. That's where it's coming from. I feel like you're very good at talking and you kind of know what to say. You know what I mean? And you just be saying whatever comes off the top of your head at times. And they feel like maybe whatever you were saying was just kind of like leading them astray. You're just telling them what they want to hear. So like the last time they were around you guys, they were just kind of like maybe feeling like they need. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe they were telling you what they needed to hear. So maybe they were thinking like, I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear. But really, I'm letting go of this situation. My value system is maybe conflicting with yours because the Knight of Swords is a conflict with the Hierophant here. So some of y'all, it's like my value system, your value system, they conflict with each other's. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they were kind of thinking about like letting this go, releasing it, feeling like maybe you're toxic. You know what I mean? For some of you, they feel like you guys were toxic. But we got the Ace of Pentacles here upright with the Ace of Swords. So still, they were thinking that maybe they could change you. Like maybe they could change your mind. You know what I mean? To like some of y'all to like wanting commitment or to wanting to do things their way. So for some of y'all, they were feeling like, okay, for the moment, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. But I think in the long run, I'm going to be able to get you to do what I would like you to do. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they were really thinking. They're thinking like, okay, you know, and then for some of y'all, they feel like you guys are their type. Like they're thinking like you're their type. You know what I mean? I can see myself with you. Because Ace of Pentacles, like, yeah, and then the strength. So yeah, we got strength in reverse. They were definitely thinking that they could like control this relationship. You know what I mean? They feel like all they got to do is say the right things, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, initiate in the right way, or maybe start the conversation up and just say whatever. Because they feel like some of y'all, they felt like they were attractive enough for you to like want a relationship or want a partnership with them or want to be attached to them in some way. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they feel like maybe they're the temptation to you. And they felt like maybe you didn't have the confidence maybe to either initiate conversation, or they were thinking that they didn't have the confidence to initiate conversation. But they definitely felt like, you know, maybe there were like wires crossed or there was miscommunication between y'all. And, you know, maybe they didn't really say everything that they wanted to say, but they wanted to give you clarity. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, the last time they saw you, they were thinking about how you guys maybe are holding back from maybe offering an opportunity, or how they held back from offering opportunity. Somebody here had a lack of confidence. That's what I do know. So they either they were thinking about you having it, or they were thinking about themselves having it. You know what I mean? They were thinking about like, how can I get control of this relationship? Because we got the Devil and the Strength in reverse. So it's like a power struggle, a war within self about how to get control of this relationship, who has control of this relationship, if you even desire them. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, there's like an overconfidence, like you do desire me. I know that you want me, but like in what way? So it's all kind of confusing. So they were just thinking that to themselves, like, damn, like, how do you want me? In what way? You know what I mean? So they may have thought you was like a very principled person, like you have a rhyme and a reason for why you do things, for why you say things, for when you take action, for when you don't take action. So they kind of think of you as being very smart. They were thinking that, like, you're very smart, and like the stuff that you say, there must be something behind it, because you have a lot of values, you have a lot of smarts, wisdom, experience. You are like a teacher to them. So they were thinking like that, or like they were thinking that maybe they could learn something from you at the same time. So there is that, or they were thinking that you could learn something from them, one of the two, somewhere in there. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there. But anyway, they wanted to be around y'all. That's what they were thinking about, like wanting to be around y'all. They were thinking about the time that you guys spent together, getting closer. You know what I mean? So they do feel like your bond is maybe, I would say, solidifying or becoming a lot more stable, a lot more of like foundational. You know what I mean? They just kind of feel like, they were just thinking like, maybe is this the right time to say whatever I'm going to say to you guys? Or like they wanted to give you clarity because they feel like it was a miscommunication in some way, or that they were miscommunicating their message or not saying what needed to be said. Hey there, Catty, ain't seen you in forever. So yeah, something like that. Something like that. Some of y'all, they also kind of were thinking that maybe you guys either wanted to have sex with them, or you guys were, they didn't, or they were afraid to have sex with you guys, or like they were trying not to have sex with you guys. So some of y'all is like that. They may have felt like maybe they made a rash action, like maybe you guys did do it and they didn't mean to. So it could even be that too. You know what I mean? But now they feel like you guys are off to races if that's the case, and they feel like they don't have any real control. You know what I mean? So like they feel like you're just leading them on, and they're going to be trying to get clarity. So like the last time they were around, they wanted you to be direct with them, like tell me what it is. So all right, could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. All right. So let's get over here, see what Aquarius got going on. Aquarius. See what Aquarius got going on. Hey, Kim Priestess, what up with it? All right, Aqua. How are they feeling? They feel like you guys have outgrown them. Could be dealing with the Aries, could be dealing with the Scorpio. I feel like you guys have outgrown them, that they no longer have the same influence or the same control over you that they once did. For some of y'all, they're intimidated by your growth too. All right, so something has changed. Maybe you guys now have a sense of authority, personal power. Yeah, look, the Emperor came out, and the Queen, and the Empress. So they still view you guys as a great partner. They just didn't feel worthy because the Empress in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. So they just didn't feel like, maybe they feel like you guys were both maybe having power struggles. Like, you know what I mean? Like you weren't willing to submit to them, or they weren't willing to submit to you, or something like that. Maybe they felt like you didn't feel like they were good enough. So it could be with the Libra, Taurus, Aries. You know what I mean? So this could be a feeling of them, like, you know, maybe feeling like you're entitled. You're used to being in control. You were used to being in relationships. They kind of feel like you were imposing on them your way of doing things. You know what I mean? So, like, I guess maybe the conversation, because we got the moon here, which could be projections. So it could be done with the Pisces. So they were kind of confused about, like, maybe the connection, the dynamic, the relationship, the details. Last time they were around you, they was kind of confused. So some of y'all, they had, like, deeper feelings, because we got this death here now, too. So they had deeper feelings, but, like, they didn't really know what the feelings were. So it's really cloudiness and confusion when it comes to you. Because for some of y'all, they feel threatened by you. They feel like you're imposing your will, that you will overtake them in some way, that you will undervalue them. You know what I mean? Maybe that you didn't appreciate them or their ways of doing things. So there was kind of like that vibe. Like maybe they feel like you were spoiled, entitled. The last time they saw you, you still looked attractive to them, but they were just like, you know, at this time they didn't feel like they were ready for a relationship, or they don't feel like you're ready for a relationship. They feel like you're more in the energy of getting what you desire, only what you want, and no longer caring what anybody else wants or what anybody else's needs. So they were maybe even kind of worried that maybe you weren't going to take care of their needs. You know what I mean? So last time they were around, they were thinking like, okay, well, maybe I'm not good enough to like, you know, take lead or take charge of this situation. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't have as much power or control as I thought I did. All right, yeah, we got the Judgment in reverse. All right, so the last time they saw y'all, if y'all haven't talked to this person in a while, they were kind of wondering, like, Judgment in reverse is just somebody looking for signs of attraction, signs that they mean anything to you. So they're just kind of like checking to see if they still mean anything to you. Am I important to you still? Like, does it matter that I'm around? Like, you know what I mean? So some of y'all are kind of wondering, like, where you are, where you've been. You know what I mean? They were wondering all that stuff. Like, what experiences have you had? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what made you have such a drastic change in this dynamic, or what made you stop taking action or not take action in this relationship? So we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So they viewed you guys as like very mature, very like chilled, for real. Like maybe you were very like poised at the time, like, you know, not poised, because poised is like getting ready to take action on something. So maybe you were taking action on something. But I was thinking of more so like they felt like you were kind of like laid back, not really like checking for the situation or not really caring too much about the situation. Some of y'all, they were thinking that you guys maybe are already committed or already in some type of relationship. Like it's a lot of confusion around you. So like they're making up stories to themselves. If I'm really being honest, this person makes up a lot of stories to themselves about like who you are, what you're doing, what you might have experienced, what you might have done, all these things. These are like little silent killers of a relationship and of their like, I'm gonna say their emotional well-being, because like them imagining all these other like worst case scenarios or all these situations that may or may not have happened. Some of y'all, they wanted to bring up a past situation that they were like unclear about and just kind of see how you would like react to it, because they feel like you guys are super cool. You guys don't really like, you know, let nothing knock you off your square. Yeah, we got Six of Swords right behind it. Could be on the Aquarius. So last time I seen y'all, they wanted to like have a conversation with you guys and kind of see if the things would move forward between y'all. They want the transition, maybe the confusion, into like maybe something a little bit more stable, a little bit more grounded, something that like, you know, has a little bit more potential to grow between y'all. So there was like that thought in their mind, like maybe I should like keep the conversation going and, you know, see where it leads. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of confusion about like the depth, like how you feel about them, how you view them, like why they feel this way about you, all those things. Like it was also like, because like the moon can be sometimes like a secret affair. So some of y'all, they were thinking about like, you know, trying to start that or trying to restart the connection between y'all. So if you already had that, then they wanted like a forgiveness, forget whatever happened before, let's do this shit again. Like, I don't know why I feel this way about you, I still kind of feel drawn about you, but like, how do you feel? How do you feel about me? You know what I mean? Like, you think we can move this forward? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of y'all, they felt like you guys just moved on. You guys don't think about them anymore. We got Gemini. You know what I mean? So last time they saw y'all, they were just thinking like, you know, you don't think about me anymore. You're good. You're stable. You got whatever you want. You got everything going for yourself. So you're not thinking about me. So it is, you know, it is what it is. So some of y'all, they're kind of just thinking like, you know, just I'm not gonna say they're over it, but they think that you don't think about them because they think that you guys are happy, single, doing whatever you're doing. They think that you're not focused on them at all. Like, you know, You got your money, you got a high paying position, or you got a good job, or you're stable financially already on yourself. You know, they feel like, yeah, you don't need me. You know what I mean? But like, I feel some type of way. Like, do you feel it? So like, they were wondering, like, do you feel it? So some of y'all, they were thinking that this is the last time that they're ever going to see you. Some of y'all, but like with the moon here, they don't really know if that was the last time they were ever going to see you. You know what I mean? It's just like maybe the vibe. Maybe they felt like maybe they should have took action at some point, but they didn't because maybe they played it too cool. So they were kind of like, you know, kicking themselves at that time, like bashing themselves in a way. Like, damn, I played it too cool. I probably should have grabbed her butt or something, or I probably should have said something or texted her or called her or walked to the door with her. Or, you know what I mean? Like kind of like a vibe of like, I should have done something else or said something else. You know what I mean? Now, for some of y'all, they just kind of want to forgive it and just, you know, maybe just never mention it again, never say anything ever again. Just leave it as like a figment of an imagination or a figment of like a memory that you guys once shared, some type of experience that you guys shared that was like deep to them, but they felt like it was just a moment. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they feel like it was just a moment of weakness or a moment of like insecurity because you're around. So maybe you make them nervous in a way, or you make them like not feel like themselves, but they can't really figure out why you make them feel this way. So it's like, I don't even know why I feel that way. So it's one of those. Anyway, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. You said, did you just grab her butt? Yeah, just grab her butt. I'm saying, like, you know, I know that was a little harsh because we do that. But, like, sometimes we be knowing, like, in the midst of a moment when it's kind of passionate, you know that you probably should touch her physically if she wants you to. Like, she's going to give you the signs. You know what I mean? And if you guys didn't, then you just didn't. You know what I mean? Like, there's always, like, a moment where you know, like, we're getting hot and heavy. Something should happen here. But if you don't, then it becomes awkward. So it's like, or like there's a conversation that you need to have. But like if you don't, then it just gets awkward because like coming back later to try to mention something that we already talked about kind of seems kind of weird. And then it makes you wonder, like, well, why were you thinking about this for so long and never acted on that? And that's like, ugh, when it comes to romance and seduction, nobody wants that. Ugh. You were debating, you were delaying, you were considering whether this was a good move. Maybe it's not a good move for you. You get what I'm saying? Overthinking is never really good in seduction or romance. Okay. So anyway, let's get over here to Capricorn. Capricorn. All right. Capricorn. Ooh, last time they saw y'all, they were thinking about taking reckless action, maybe start a conversation. Could be an Aries, could be Aquarius. Some of y'all, they were thinking about taking a random trip towards you guys, or a random vacation, or a random something, or just starting up a random conversation, because we got the Fool in reverse with the Six of Swords. So it's Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Taurus. All right. So we got the Empress. So they were viewing you guys as either their ideal partner or like well dressed, attractive. All right, some of y'all, they were viewing you guys as like somebody who they could see themselves with. We got Five of Pentacles. All right. So they may have felt like you guys were isolated or just like not the most friendly. Yeah. So for some of y'all, they were feeling like you guys weren't attracted to them. They felt like you guys were overlooking them. You know what I mean? Or they feel like you guys weren't really like into them, not really like sexually appealing or attracted to them, or they were feeling like, you know, you just be overlooking them maybe because you're looking for something more attractive or something more like virile or somebody who's more, I don't know, maybe more sexually active or something. We got Five of Cups here, Ten of Cups. So some of y'all, they were like accepting the connection that y'all had, because we got Five of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Swords. So some of y'all, they were accepting of your boundaries or of like your view of them. So like however you view them, they're kind of like all right with that. They may not have been like too enthusiastic about how you view them, but like they were just like, okay, you know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they definitely feel like you just be overlooking them, not really like initiating as much. You're not that passionate about them, or you're not that attracted to them. So they just kind of feel like you just be, I don't know, just not giving them the time of day. For some of y'all, they feel like you guys are moody. So they were thinking that like you guys are moody. Some days you want to talk, some days you don't. You know, some days you're very like strict or very like cold, straightforward with them. You know what I mean? King of Cups, yeah. Ooh, we got a King of Cups in reverse too. So they were thinking that they care a lot more than what they do. So some of y'all, they were thinking about that they need to like assert some type of boundary or be a lot more clear about what their expectations are when it comes to y'all connection, when it comes to your relationships. But with the Five of Cups here, they were just kind of scared. It's kind of like emotionally like, what do they call it? Shy. They were kind of shy or afraid to say it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess with the Five of Cups, sometimes like they don't want to disappoint you. you know, they don't want to be like, you know, they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean? So they were kind of thinking that too. So some of y'all could be like a fear of rejection, because the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, that could be like a fear of rejection or a fear of abandonment. So for some of y'all, it was that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were kind of afraid of you, like, or like ice, like what's it called? Ostracizing them or joking about them or making them feel kind of crazy. So like say somebody were to approach you or say something, bring something up that they feel like you're not interested in. They feel like maybe you might joke on them, or maybe you might be like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or you might just leave them behind. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they kind of feel like they didn't know you anymore. If it's like a past person, they feel like they didn't know y'all anymore, and they kind of accept the relationship as it is now, how it is, or still kind of like think about the memories, or still kind of miss the memories. They miss the relationship between y'all. They miss the connection. So some of y'all is back to that point where I was saying, where they feel like they don't know you anymore. And so they kind of like have to accept the relationship as it is, but they also kind of like miss the way that the relationship used to be. Like when y'all had depth, maybe y'all had a family, maybe you guys lived together, maybe you guys shared certain experiences, because it's 10 of Cups. It's like we had at least one time we were like complete and we were happy and we were like, you know, really feeling the vibe. So they felt like at one time you guys were, but now they feel like you guys have gotten cold, or they feel like you guys have like asserted some type of boundary, or you guys just like maybe just, I don't know, maybe you guys maybe picked up what they were on or viewed them in another relationship, or you guys maybe just figured like this isn't going to make you happy, because we got King of Cups in reverse too. So for some of y'all, they kind of feel like you guys were already in a connection or already in a relationship, and that's why you guys don't really like care as much, you know, or that's why you're able to like refrain from them. So to some of y'all, they feel like you have a connection already, and that maybe it's not that you're not attracted to them, it's just probably that you have a relationship. So you're like trying to be respectful, and you're trying to like honor them, or you're trying to like keep your distance. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they think it's that way. Like they think that you have a relationship and like you try to keep a good reputation or try to be as honest and keep your integrity. So some of y'all is that like they felt kind of bad, like, you know, wanting a relationship with you or wanting a connection with you. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they are in a relationship, some of you, and then others of you, they felt like you were in a relationship, and then others of you, they wanted a relationship, or they missed the relationship that you guys already had. So it's one of those. They were just listening mostly. They wanted to listen. Really, what they were listening for is an end, some type of end that lets them know that like you're into them emotionally, or that you care for them more than just, some of y'all is more than just sex. And then for others of you, they wanted to know that you care for them more than just maybe attraction, or that you care for them more than just like them hanging out or being around you sometimes, or being a friend, or being a neighbor, or being a coworker, customer, client, whatever. They just kind of wanted to know that you cared about them a little bit more than other people that you interact with. Or they were trying to let you know that. Like they were thinking about how can they let you know that. So it could also be that way too. All right. So they were thinking about how they have to do things on their own. So they miss you. Oh, they miss you guys being like generous, being there for them, like loving on them, because they have to do stuff on their own. Like, you know what I mean? They don't know how to ask for help, or they were thinking that you don't know how to ask for help. Like you just be like doing whatever you do. Like you don't work with people. You don't know how to collab, or you don't know how to like just do group activities together. You don't know how to like allow other people into your life. They feel like you were emotionally unavailable at times. You said, nah, just give me that dick. So they felt like you guys were unemotionally available at that time. That's what it really is. All right. All right, some of y'all, though, I'm just going to say this. Some of y'all, they thought you guys were poor or homeless, or they thought you guys were, like, living with other people, or they felt like you guys maybe had something else holding you back. Thank you so much, Marie. Piece of candy. Marie E. So they really feel like you guys had something holding you guys back from maybe connecting with them on a deeper level, or on, like, an emotional level in some way. So they were thinking about that. You know what I mean? All right, so it could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. That's almost all the signs. Might as well have been all the signs. So, all right. Hey there, Mia Walker. Oh, wow. That was kind of interesting. All right, so damn, I was poor homeless for a bit, but damn. You feel me? We all been there sometime. All right. Ooh. So what is it? One-sided connection. They feel like they be doing more for the relationship than you do, or they be doing more to build the connection between y'all. It could be a Capricorn, could be a Libra. They feel like the relationship between y'all is one-sided though. Right? Maybe you don't support them as much as they support you, or that they didn't support you as much as they could have. So it could also be that way too. All right, so Three of Pentacles in reverse. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys aren't friends anymore. You excommunicated from them, or you want to leave. If you guys want to leave a job, or you guys no longer want to work with them, or no longer want to like be around them, or something like that, or they were thinking that they no longer want to work with you guys, or stay in communication with you guys. Yeah, some of y'all they're jealous. So some of y'all, either they felt like you guys were jealous of them, or they realized that they're jealous of you. Maybe your authority, maybe your status. Some of y'all it's your attractiveness, because we got the King of Wands in reverse with the Justice. Some of y'all it's because your attractiveness, but they just didn't want to say it because we got the Strength in reverse. So some of y'all, it was like the way that you say stuff to them. So some of y'all, they either feel like you guys were jealous because of the way you guys say stuff to them. You know what I mean? So they were kind of like worrying about that. They didn't know how to like respond or reply, or they felt like you guys were angry at them. So it could be that, or they felt like you guys were jealous over them. So they were thinking one of those two, but they feel like you guys, like you had misguided anger, or you had misdirected frustration. You know what I mean? For some of y'all. So they felt like maybe you guys were taking your anger out on the wrong person, or you were taking your frustrations out on the wrong person. So maybe the way you guys were talking, because we got King of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. So like they were just thinking like, I'm trying to be your friend. So they figured they would give you a little bit of time to kind of cool off. Maybe like, shoot your shit elsewhere, do whatever you're going to do. And then they figured that they would hear from you again, and that you guys would like reach out and talk again whenever you're ready to talk. But I guess maybe for some of y'all, they're like waiting. Anyway, they feel like you guys are going to meet up again, or that you guys are going to reconnect at the same place, same time. You know what I mean? Do the same thing again. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they felt like you guys are like a bad leader, or aren't the greatest like mentor, or aren't the greatest teacher, or you aren't the greatest, I don't know, speaker, communicator. You don't do a great job of like communicating your message clearly. Like what you really mean, you don't really say it. You say it in a way that maybe comes off a little too harsh, comes off really blunt. The way that you talk to them kind of implies that you don't really like them, that you're not really that fond of them. You know what I mean? Because it's miscommunications, because the Knight of Swords, it's miscommunications. They feel like you put your foot in your mouth a lot. Like you say stuff that maybe you probably shouldn't say. You know what I mean? Like you don't really care about like how people are viewing you. So they feel like you just do what you want to do, or you're just going to say what you want to say and just be letting the chips fall where they are. Even if it means that you wrong people, or even if it means that you judge people wrongly. Because they feel like you might have judged them wrongly. You know what I mean? And they could be a little angry about that, a little upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's from something that you said to them, or the way that you said it to them. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, because maybe they don't hear from you as often. So this could be making them a little angry. So maybe it was that. Like they wanted to say that. Like, I wanted to hear from you. I wanted to talk to you. But you don't be reaching out, or you don't talk to me like that. So they've been thinking about that. I guess the last time they saw you. But it's like, either way, whatever the thought was, they didn't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to bring it up and like mention it to you. Because like, man, they think it would take too long for you to even like either reply, or they feel like it would take too long for you to even like show, I would say show results, or show like that what they said even made sense to you. Like they feel like it takes you too long for you to like show that you appreciate or that you value them, or it's taking you too long, it's taking forever for you guys to like build trust, intimacy. We got the Knight of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. So it's like it's taking too long for you guys to either commit, it's taking too long for you guys to either like do something that's making the relationship substantial, or something that's grounded in the relationship. So they feel like it's taking too long, and they feel like you're misleading them, or you're dragging it along, or you're just saying whatever needs to be said at the moment. Hey there, guys, it's me. So they're like, oh, hey, Tiffany Ward. And they're just saying it like you're saying it in a way where you're just saying whatever you can say to kind of get what you want. Some of y'all think you guys are just players. Used to like, being one-sided in relationships, used to getting your way, used to like, they feel like you've got it over cocky or overconfident at times too, where now you just kind of like treat them any type of way, or just talk to them any type of way. So that's what they were thinking the last time they saw you. Still found you to be attractive, you know what I mean? Or like, interesting to talk to or be around. But they just kind of feel like maybe the conversations either don't go anywhere like they used to. Like maybe you don't say as much as you used to, or, maybe you kind of like rushed with your speech. You were maybe rushing. You were trying to get them out of the way, or trying to like just say what you wanted to say. And then it's like, whatever. They just kind of feel like it's word vomit with you. You just say whatever comes to mind, which is a Sagittarius trait. I can see that. You know what I mean? Because it could be blunt, it could be vulgar. It just be whatever comes to your mind, whatever you want, whatever you feel like saying, you just say it. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys been treating them wrongly, or you were treating them wrong. Something about the relationship was unfair, and they were realizing it, but they didn't want to say nothing. Or at least in their mind, they felt it was unfair. You know what I mean? So they just didn't want to say nothing. It was like, I don't know. I feel like you're maybe just treating me wrong. You know what I mean? I think I'm more invested in this. I think I help you out more than you help me. I think I interact with you more than you interact with me. I think I reach out to you more than you reach out to me. You know what I mean? So it was giving that vibe too. So some of y'all, they were thinking that maybe you guys aren't that attracted to them. You guys aren't that interested into them. You know what I mean? Maybe they're not a catch to you. So they're kind of viewing that as like, maybe I'm not like, you know, a good partner to you. I'm not a viable option, or I'm not a good friend to you, or, you know, so they were trying to think about like, how could they show you that? Like, show you that they're devoted, show you that they're loyal. You know what I mean? So they were thinking about that for sure, or at least thinking about how could they like give you an offer that's consistent, or an offer that's like, you know what I mean, viable, one that's worth your time. So they were thinking like, how can I give you an offer that's worth your time? Now some of y'all, they were thinking about like, what could they say to get you guys to meet up with them, or to like work with them, or to like collab with them, or to like help them, or to do something for them, or for them to be able to do something for you. Most of it, I kind of feel like they either want to come to your house or they want to meet you guys. Because the Four of Wands is a meet up, a hangout, a reuniting. So some of y'all, they want to reunite, but for others of you, they want to hang out or meet up, or they want to do something together, which could be creative, it could be artistic, it could be business. They were thinking that, but they just didn't want to say it. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, they just didn't want to say it. Sometimes that Knight of Swords in reverse could be somebody who beats around the bush too. So maybe they were thinking that either you were beating around the bush, or that they were. Like they knew that they weren't saying what they wanted to say, so they know that they're just like holding mindless conversation just to kind of fill the air between y'all. You know what I mean? So he said, why, if they don't like us? Well, if they don't like us, well, we got King of Pentacles here and the Knight of Pentacles. So if they don't like you, if you know for sure that this person doesn't like you, then it was because you guys have money and they feel like working with you would help them increase their stability. So like they would want a relationship for more practical reasons. So like if they weren't interested or like attracted to you, then they want the relationship for like stability, for because you do stuff for them, you show up consistently, you're helpful, you have value, you're reliable, I can trust you. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, it would be that. If it wasn't about you being attractive, it would be that. It's that for practical reasons. Like we could live together, you can pay bills and shit. That's what women do all the time. When they don't like a man, oh, but you know, he pays bills. He works at a really great job, girl. Yeah. You don't really take too many pictures with him. He moves in, y'all move in, whatever the case be. Move you, the kids, blah, 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 whatever the fuck he do. And we're all good and dandy. It's just the way the world works all of a sudden. But today, it may be a problem. So that's what they were thinking. They were just thinking like, hey, you know what I mean? If they're not attracted to you, then they were looking at you with the Hangman in reverse. With the Hangman in reverse, that would be them looking at you for what it is. I recognize that maybe you're not attracted to me, or that I'm not attracted to you, but you're with me for conventional reasons. Because one, maybe I pay the bills. Maybe I'm the best partner that you have. Maybe I'm the one with the most money. You know what I mean? Maybe I had the most reputation. Maybe I had the most clout, like Barb says. Maybe I had the most clout. You know what I mean? Maybe you aren't the most attracted to me, but maybe I am the most attractive partner you have. It could be any of those. But with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's something that you just didn't want to say. So, you know what I mean? So it could be a Gemini, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, what is it? No, Leo, Libra. Yeah. Okay. My pleasure. Rupinder. What is it? Rupinder? Rupinder. I hope I said it right. Rupinder. All right. So I did that one. Other than do Scorpio. Hey, Miss B. All right. So Scorpio. Last time they saw y'all, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Sounds like the dude you're with right now, huh? Hey, I'm doing a good job then. All right, so what were they thinking? Seven of Cups. Oh, we got the Fool reverse. So they were thinking that they were afraid to take a risk towards you guys because they feel like maybe I was gonna say a lot of people were around, but at the same time they were also kind of afraid of like what options you guys may be dating. Ooh, we got the devil on the bottom. They may have thought you guys were toxic. So last time they saw you, they were thinking that maybe you guys are very tempted. Oh, the devil in with the Seven of Cups. That's a temptation. So both ways. One, they wanted to take a risk towards you guys. They were feeling drawn towards you guys, magnetized towards you guys, right? But they were also kind of afraid of either the options, the choices that you have. Some of y'all, they may feel like it was an illusion, like the feelings that they had for you in general. Like maybe it was just a smokescreen. Like maybe it's not what I think it is. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they were feeling like maybe you gotten bored and with a previous relationship or your options and the choices that you have. So they were kind of thinking about like taking a risk towards you, or they were bored with their options and then they were thinking about taking a risk towards you. Either which way, some of y'all, they were thinking about either a toxic pattern of like maybe like just like recklessly jumping into relationships, and it's more of a sexual kind. So they were thinking about like either randomly jumping into a sexual connection with you, or they were thinking about a pattern of them doing that with relationships, where they just rush into having sex and they just like randomly just do stuff that's like, what they want at the moment, but it's just like a fool's gold, or it's just like a, what do you call it? Pipe dream. It's not real. So they were just thinking like, damn. So some of y'all, they were finding you very attractive, but they were also just like I always do this, so I don't want to just like do it, but I want to. So they were feeling drawn to like just take a risk, just jump, just try, just see what happens. Let me just see what happens. So some of y'all, they were like thinking about like a random trip or a random experience with y'all. They think that you guys be thirst trapping, or like trying to like, maybe catch their attention. So some of y'all, they were thinking about you guys being like very sexualized or sexualizing you a lot. One of the two. There's a lot of sex. It's a Scorpio thing, I guess. So they were just thinking about the pull that you have over them. You know what I mean? Like the attractiveness, how they feel about you, the pull. Like it's just a pull. It's a pull. It's really a pull. Like this is somebody who really wanted to take a risk and to try it, like just see what can happen. Like they feel like you guys are just very, like you guys are very random, or you guys are like come and go as you please. So they feel like you have a lot going on that it's like, I don't know, just fulfilling for you, but like they feel like you get bored with it very easily, so you just be off to the next race or off to the next experience, or you know what I mean. So they were when I guess if you guys were talking or whenever they seen you, they were just that. It was kind of like, maybe some of y'all might have been just in passing, because the fool could give like an energy where it's like passing, like we're not really like talking. You know what I mean? I kind of seen you, but it's like really quick. So maybe it was like, I don't know, you guys were doing something. You guys were on an adventure or just kind of like, trekking out. Yeah, some of y'all, they may have had a relationship and they were thinking about like leaving their partner. Like they were thinking a whole bunch of toxic shit. Like they already got somebody, but like maybe I can like do this. Like you were a temptation to this person. So they were definitely thinking like, what could happen here? No, like maybe what I got at home ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? So they were kind of thinking that, like, or they were thinking that whoever you got may not be all that. So they were feeling like maybe they are very tempting to you, and they feel like eventually you're going to take a risk towards them. So one of the two is going on. So if you're not the person that's going to take all the risks, then they're feeling like eventually. I mean, if they're not the person that's willing to take all the risks, then they feel like eventually you were going to take a risk towards them. You maybe randomly just pop up, show up, maybe with gifts, or start pitching them. Some of y'all are thinking about randomly sending you pictures or sending you like show you things that would like tempt you, maybe show you some of their previous successes, some of their previous partners. I don't know. Or they were looking at some of your previous partners. They were thinking like, maybe I need to check some of your previous partners. Who have you been dealing with before? Because we got two of wands here. Because some of y'all, they felt like maybe you felt you could do better. Like they feel like you weren't really focused on them. They feel like you were focused on maybe a previous connection or a previous relationship. So some of y'all, they feel like maybe you would either be a good replacement for a past connection they just had, or they were thinking that you would be using them as one, because they feel like maybe you're not really focused on them. You know what I mean? Because you kind of come and go as you please. You know what I mean? Like you tell them one thing, but you just like do whatever you want to do. So they were kind of feeling like maybe there's something else going on. Like you may have some other opportunities. They ain't as good as me, but like maybe you got something else going on, because Two of Wands was here. So some of y'all, they were feeling like maybe this is a little bit toxic and maybe I should let this go, because you probably feel like you can do better, but like they just feel drawn to you, that you're desirable to this person. So, you know what I mean? They kind of feel like they would be foolish just to kind of like just jump right away without really knowing everything. So some of y'all, they were listening to your story and they were kind of feeling like it's made up. Like the stories you be making up or the stuff that you say is like not really real. I don't know. You just be telling me one thing. They kind of feel like some of y'all were like reckless. Like you just be like, dibbling, dabbling here and there. You just go when you want, go where you want, be where you want, live life just so free and so careless. That's how they would kind of view you. He was like, you just be doing whatever you want. Some of y'all, they're viewing you guys as older though, because I just read millennial. So some of y'all, they're viewing you guys like older, like an old player or like an old, I don't know, somebody who still got it or still wants to keep it. So they were still feeling like maybe you're holding on to like your player ways, or holding on to some of your toxic tracks, or toxic patterns, or holding on to some of these like, I don't know, obsessive ways about you. You know what I mean? Like these ways that maybe were like once empowering to you, but now they're like not necessarily the most helpful to everybody else. So they were viewing that. They were thinking about that with y'all. And then some of y'all, they were thinking about you guys fasting, or thinking about you guys like detoxing in some way. So I don't know, like maybe you guys been drinking teas and shit, or drinking juices and shit, or juicing or some shit. I don't know. They kind of were thinking about you guys maybe trying to make yourself maybe more appealing or more sexually desirable. So they were thinking about that, or that you're becoming more sexually desirable. But they also kind of feel like it's just a thirst trap, or it's just like an illusion. It's not really who you are. Like they feel like you were into like superficial shit. So maybe you were like talking about like money, materials, stuff that you've acquired, like things that you've conquered, like in life, like your career, maybe previous relationships, maybe buying a car, shit like that. They was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? They kind of feel like maybe you're using that as like a supplement, or you're using that as like a filler, so that they don't really get to know you on like a deeper level. You know what I mean? They also feel like you're very focused on career, that you're like obsessive about your career. You're obsessive about like what your path in life, or where you're in the direction you're about to take it. So it was like a big thing for you. Hey, what's up, Joy? So it's one of those things, something along the lines of that. But anyway, for some of y'all, they definitely want to take a random risk with y'all and just kind of like see what can happen. You know what I mean? Even if they were like taking a foolish risk, they feel like, yeah, let's see what can happen. It kind of be worth it to me. You know what I mean? So at the worst, maybe we have the greatest sex ever, and at the worst, it'd just be like one of those relationships that'd be hard to get out of. I don't know how that's like any better, but could be a Capricorn, could be a Cancer, Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius. All right, so some of y'all are like old goats to them. They're like, you're kind of old, but you still think you got it, huh? All right. So Libra. Dang, she ain't even gonna make it. She missed it. Kiki, you missed it. You missed it. All right, so Libra. Last time they saw you, what were they thinking? Who stuck at work with the bubble guts? I mean, with the bubble guts. Yeah. Gotta call out, go home. Some of y'all, what were they thinking? They were thinking about calling you guys or reaching out to you guys. They were thinking about messaging you guys. And they were also thinking about your romantic suitors. So maybe like other people that talk to y'all. Yeah, ooh, we got the Hermit in reverse. So they were thinking about like getting in your business. Like, you know, like maybe getting some research on you, getting some background on you. You know what I mean? So they were like thinking about like, you know, maybe like, who do you know? Who knows you? You know what I mean? Like that. Because like with the Hermit in reverse, it could be like you're unknown. You're not really seen around. So some of y'all, they were thinking like maybe you're rare, like a gem. So it could be dealing with a Virgo. Could be dealing with a Sag. So, and then for some of y'all, they were thinking that they haven't heard from you guys in a while, that you guys just ghosted them. You know what I mean? But like they like hearing from you, and they were like thinking that they expect to hear from you. So I guess after seeing you, they were thinking, you know what, you're gonna probably reach out to me. You're probably gonna, you know what I mean? So some of y'all, what they did was after seeing y'all, they went to your social media and started looking around to see if you guys are in a relationship, see who you guys are connected to, because they feel like you guys got a lot of suitors, you guys got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So they were just checking to see, like, you know, how good are you doing? So that's what they were thinking. Like, you know what? I need to check and see, like, how good are you doing? Because I was expecting by now to have heard from you, but you didn't. So why'd you go silent? What happened? Who's around? Who do you know? Are you with somebody? Now, for some of y'all, they were thinking about, like, maybe moving out. Like, you know what I mean? Doing their own thing, going rogue. Because we got the Fool here with the Four Wands, behind the Four Wands, and the Chariot. So for some of y'all, they were thinking about moving on, just going rogue, just doing their own thing, being single, ghosting you. You know what I mean? Telling you what you want to hear for the moment, making it sound really good, and then just, you know, I'm out of here. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, they were thinking that. And then others of you, it was just kind of like, they were thinking about, well, I need to get more information before I take this risk. So like some of y'all, if they thought that maybe you guys were seeing somebody else or already in a relationship, then they were like, let me check and make sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me check. So some of y'all, they were thinking about checking comments, because that's what this Eight of Wands is. It's comments, text, calls, call log, emails, messages. I don't know, DMs. They were looking for all that shit. They were. I don't know if they got your phone, or if they were like looking on social media and just checking, or if they were, because the Hermit is versus somebody who's investigative. So they wanted to investigate you guys, get to like maybe hear your side of the story in some way, or they wanted to like get to know it a little bit deeper. So the last time they were around you guys, they wanted to maybe get to know you a little bit deeper, or like maybe want you to like, I would say explain like what you were trying to say or where you were trying to get at between them. We got the Fool in reverse. So last time they saw y'all, they tried to act like they didn't see y'all. Some of y'all, they try to act like they didn't see y'all. You know what I mean? Like they try to act like maybe because they see everybody else. So some of y'all, it's like maybe everybody else was talking to you, or everybody else communicates with you, or they know that everybody else is say message you, comments on you. They try to act like they don't see you or they didn't see you. Like, oh no, I didn't see you. I didn't even see your messages. I didn't see your call. I didn't see your text. So they try to act like that. Like, oh no, I was, you know what I mean? So that's so some of y'all, that's what it was. Some of y'all, they try to act like they didn't see y'all. They may have already had a partner or a relationship, or they were somewhere. Maybe they're at home, or they were trying to see if you're home. So I guess the last time they saw y'all, it was maybe like waiting to see if you're home. That doesn't make any sense. So maybe they seen you. I don't know where they would have seen you for that to make sense, but whatever. All right, I'm just trying to tell you what I'm getting as I'm telling you to you. So they were also thinking about randomly coming by your house though with the full moon reverse. So some of y'all, the last time they saw y'all, maybe they wanted to come by and just kind of see if anybody else is over here. Like, are you alone? Is anybody else over there with you? You know what I mean? So maybe they want to send somebody over there or like message you, call you, text you, start something up a little bit. It's not really even drama. It's just passion. Like try to get you excited. So maybe they were like thinking about like trying to take you on a random trip, a random experience, just like unplanned though, unplanned. Because the plan behind that with the Hermit, which is a well thought out person, the plan behind that is to see, are you in a relationship? Because if you can take a random trip with me at a drop of a dime, you don't have a man or you don't have a girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they were thinking. Like, you know, let's see if we can take a trip. Let's see if we can take this adventure. You know what I mean? And they will also think about your accent because we got the 8 of Wands. So it could be thinking about your accent or the way that you talk. Maybe you talk very quickly, very fast, or you just have like a confident voice. They were just thinking about that too. Like the way that you talk, they like hearing you talk. They can listen to you talk. So, you know what I mean? So some of y'all was like, I'm waiting on you to call. And others of you was like, I can listen to you talk. And there's a whole bunch of different shit like that. But also they wanted to travel, come towards you guys. But they also were thinking like they don't want to be too pressed. You know what I mean? Like they want to keep this air of regal, this air of like, I'm important too. This air of like, you got to respect me too. This air of like, I'm confident and I can get what I desire as well without having to do the most and having to like prove myself or without having to like worry about the expectation of others. They were thinking like, I need like, they want to let that go, like not be worried about like what you expected of them and just kind of like do what they do. Just be wild. Even if it turns you off, even if they never hear from you again, they just kind of like wanted to do what they want to do. Just be who they want to be. So they were thinking about that. Like they kind of feel like they had to be like different, you know what I mean? For you to like them or for you to accept them. So they were thinking that like, I can't really be myself. I can't really let you know me on a deeper level. Even though I find you attractive, I just can't get to know you I can't let you know me on a deeper level. Like they feel like maybe you tell this to everybody. Maybe you talk to everybody. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the last time I saw you, felt like you talk to everybody, but you don't talk to me. You know what I mean? You make me feel like a loner or like I'm outside. I'm isolated. So some of y'all, they feel like you make them feel isolated, like you know, like they aren't even there, invisible at times. So that's also a part of it for some of y'all. You know what I mean? But some of y'all still want to take a random risk towards you guys and just try to move the connection forward anyway, just to try to have the experience, because the 4 of Wands is here, which is like a happy coming together. So for some of y'all, it's just for the experience. Like they wanted to still like, you know, maybe have you around, maybe because of comfort. Sometimes with the 4 of Wands, like comfort, stability, security. Could be dealing with the Taurus, Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer, Sag. So they're kind of like, I would say oppressed by their feelings or by their desire to like make the situation become something. You know what I mean? So that's what it was like. And if it was too much for them to try to make it happen the way that they wanted it to, then they were just feeling like, all right, I'm just going to ghost this person. I'm just going to like not be responsive. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they were like, I'm not going to be responsive because you talk to everybody or you're available to everybody or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so I give you one more time. Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Sag. Oh, we got Leo in there too. All right. So Cancer is not done. I didn't do Cancer yet. I'm going backwards. We're going backwards. We're going backwards. Rosaline, we didn't do Cancer yet. Cancer has not been done. You said, well, she's what would you say? Would you say? Cancer time standing. No, wait. No, what'd you say? You said now she's stuck trying to be phony and fake. That's how it be. That's how they be too, man. They be fake and phony. They really do too. All right, anyway. Virgo. So last time I saw you, Libra, Taurus, Gemini. I was killing them because you was looking really good. You was looking really good. There was this girl that I was thinking about her. Every time I get ready to say the word, I think about her. She had a YouTube way back years ago, 2017, 18. I used to watch this girl. She had these big earlobes. I can't think of her name. I want to say her name is Forced. I don't know though. I don't know. But anyway, she every time it was like something was like titillating or like exciting, she'd be like, ah, bitch. Like, you know, because it's one of those things like, ah, bitch. They thought she was fine as fuck. And it was killing them because the Ten of Swords with the Empress, killing them. But they definitely felt like they could match you. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they would be very intimidating. Could be an Aries, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be a Gemini. It was hard to communicate with you, hard to talk to you. They were afraid to say something to you. It was looking too good. Good with a G-O-O-D-T. It was a good one of those. You were looking good to them. You know what I mean? So definitely looking like a good partner. You know what I'm saying? Like you was looking like somebody who they were like see themselves with, like, you know, on my arm. I could see myself with you on my arm. Yep. Knight of Wands in reverse. They were jealous of you guys, possessive of you guys. So they really wanted to like rush in and just say whatever, like say something bold, something like to get you excited. You know what I mean? Yeah, they felt like you guys were overlooking them. Like they felt like maybe you guys weren't as attracted to them or as passionate about them as they were about you. So that was like part of the issue because like you was looking good. And then you're going to turn around and not be attracted to me? Come on now. Like, we would be perfect together. You tripping. So they were feeling like, you know, maybe some of y'all like a call away, though, or like at a distance, because the Knight of Wands could also be somebody who's traveling. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys may be a little foreign to them or just at like a distance. You know what I'm saying? You said a whole snack is how I be looking. Right, though. Tell them, Goddess is me. Tell them. All right, so some of y'all, they feel like you guys are a little cocky, a little arrogant, self-assured, because we got Knight of Wands in reverse. So they felt like maybe you guys were like on your high horse in this way and that you guys were overlooking them. Because we got the Five of Pentacles here too, so it could be a Taurus. Like some of y'all, they're viewing you guys as like a player, like just know you looking good, know you got your shit together. They feel like you guys are high quality mate. You know what I mean? Like perfect for them, for real, for real. If I'm really being honest, they feel like you were perfect for them. But they also kind of feel like you're just a player. You're just out getting what you desire, what you want. You know what I mean? Or that's like how they were, but like they didn't feel like they could be that way with you. So like with the Ten of Swords, the buck stops here. That's what they were really feeling. So even if they didn't feel like you were looking really good and I couldn't talk to you, they were thinking like, you look really good and I can't play the games that I play with everybody else with you. You know what I mean? So like they were thinking that like, damn, you know what I mean? So Ten of Swords is all in your head. It's an all in your head thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really like a sign of defeat at times. Cause it's like, damn, this may be difficult. This may be hard. This may be complex to deal with this person because this is somebody who's on the same level as me. So some of y'all, they were thinking like you guys are rich or thinking that you guys are pretty well off or like doing damn well for yourself. You know what I mean? And like they feel like together we'd be a power team or a power couple. So some of y'all, they were viewing that. You know what I mean? They were feeling that way. Like, and you would be a trophy wife or a trophy husband. You would be a quality mate, the top tier. So they were definitely viewing you guys as being top tier. All right. Could be doing with Taurus. But also now they were feeling like, coming back because they feel like maybe you guys have gotten over them or like moved on. Yeah, they feel like you guys are happy single now. We got the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. They feel like you guys are happy single now. You guys are players. Could be doing the Leo, could be doing the Virgo. They feel like you guys looking super attractive, not really tripping too much on connections, not really tripping too much on relationships. Yeah, they feel like if you guys take relationships, hold on. If you guys take relationships, it's out of boredom. That's what they feel like. They were thinking like if you took a relationship with them, it was just out of boredom. You know what I mean? They feel like you're very happy, attractive. They feel like it's not hard for you to get options or choices. So they feel like, you know, if you took a relationship with them, it's just because you were like, okay, you know what I mean? All right. Like you gave them a chance. They wanted you to give them a chance. That's what they were thinking. Like, give me a chance. So some of y'all, they were super attracted to you guys. Like, damn, just give me a chance. Let me get an opportunity with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my cousin. Yupper. Yup. All right. So yeah, they were just thinking like, damn, give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is a past partner, because we got 4 cups here, which could be a person that like wants to come back. So the last time they saw it, they'd be like, damn, just give me a chance. You know what I mean? Like, I know maybe I didn't make you happy in the past. Maybe I wasn't like, oh, like maybe I didn't make you like satisfied. I didn't satisfy you in the past, or you weren't like really content with the relationship as it was. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you weren't content with your previous relationships. They were thinking like, I could be better than that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know. I'm a catch. Some of them, they were getting frustrated because they want you to know, like, I'm a catch. Those other little partners you were dealing with, those was not it. Like, I'm a real boss, or I'm a real bitch. I mean, real queen, real whatever, princess, whatever you like. They were feeling like, yeah, I'm really that for you. You know what I mean? So that's what they really thought. I'm really that for you. But most of y'all, they think that you guys are just happy single, happy being independent. They feel like, you know, you're actually, they feel like, because we got the nine pentacles, this could also be like somebody who's high maintenance, because we got we had the empress, the emperor, and the nine of pentacles. They definitely feel like you guys are happy single, but they also feel like you guys are high maintenance, require a lot, expect a lot. You know what I mean? And it's because you guys are happy single. So they assume that the way you're doing stuff is because you like maybe being a player, maybe you like keeping your options open, maybe you're just around for a fun time and not a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you got what you really need taken care of. So, like, you know what I mean? So they may feel like maybe it's just a high class, like, you know, option when it comes to like your dating life, but not really someone who you want to settle down with. They felt like you guys could settle down though. So if you guys want to settle down, then it is that. But if you guys have settled down, then they do feel like they made the right pick. But they also still kind of feel like you chose them out of boredom, or because none of the other options were really like around for you, like they were. You know what I mean? So like there is like a little anger or jealousy, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you just with me like out of boredom because maybe them other ones didn't do for you like I'm doing for you. So like there's that feeling the last time they saw you, or like something like that. They wanted you to give them a chance. So let's not even worry about people who are in relationships, because you don't even have to worry about tarot if you're in a relationship. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. All right. So anyway, yeah, they feel like you guys had y'all shit together. Ooh, we got the devil here. We got Capricorn, Pisces. They feel like you guys got y'all shit together, or they feel like you guys have these unrealistic expectations, and it makes you toxic. So you guys are like doomed to be. I was gonna say doomed, because the devil sometimes with that Ten of Swords earlier could be doomed. You know what I mean? A doom and gloom. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys are very doom and gloom, like, you know, negative Nancy. You guys got a block or a difficulty, or there's always complex reasons for why something can't happen. Maybe you always got an excuse. So maybe you're always giving them like excuses or some shit like that, or you're always shutting them down or something like that. They were thinking that because the hangman's here with the devil. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys are like toxic, but possibly very addicting to be around. So they found you to be very desirable, very attractive, but also very confident in like your toxic traits, or very toxic in your way of doing things. I mean, very confident in your way of doing things, because the hangman is here, which just has to do with your view of things, which could sometimes not like coincide with what's going on in like reality. Not saying that it's not real. I'm just saying like you sometimes just say this: being rich, a millionaire, a billionaire, or being poor are three totally different lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? So what a poor person may see compared to a millionaire is totally different than what a millionaire would see to a billionaire. Their lifestyles are totally different. The ways that they expect life to go are totally different. You know what I mean? Same way with like married people or single people. The way they would expect life to happen is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Hey there, Katrina. What's up, Caddy? So yeah, that was it. Some of y'all, they wanted to take an opportunity for you guys to maybe see them in a different light as a relationship. They want to have some of y'all is going to be a sexual connection, because we got the Knight of Wands here. So some of y'all, they were thinking about like traveling to you guys, maybe going on vacation, going on a trip, having an experience with you, sharing some time with you guys. You know what I mean? Like they felt like there's an opportunity for that. So they were thinking about like how, like maybe what to say, or like what action to take, because some of y'all are very attractive in that light, where it's like obsessively attractive. You know what I mean? Like the devil is that carnal attraction, where it's like, even if I know I shouldn't be dealing with you, I want to. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may have thought you guys would ruin their life. But that Ten of Swords and the devil, Knight of Wands, they may think that some of y'all will ruin their life, because some of y'all are players, or some of y'all are like inconsistent when it comes to relationship, only here for a good time, only here to have fun, only here to get what you desire, and then you're out the door. So all right, they may have thought you guys are materialistic, because we got the devil here, the devil, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely materialistic. That's what they thought. Like, oh, you guys are materialistic. I'd probably be wasting my time trying to like connect with you, or trying to get to know you deeper. So for some of y'all, it's just that. Like they may just be seeing this as a good time. All right. So it could be a Sag, could be a Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. All right. So that was that for that. All right, here we are. Oh, thank you so much, y'all, for the likes. I pop up on Virgo to hear him when someone's like, "Oh no, Kuana, not you." Look, you like, I will ruin your life. I sure will. We know it. All right, so Leo, last time they saw you, what were they thinking? Oh, we got King of Pentacles. So it could be 10. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys had your act together. You guys are very stable. very generous, very like able to take care of other people. They also feel like you guys are marriage material. And I don't always get that from the King of Pentacles. I really don't never get that from the King of Pentacles. But today, I guess they felt like you guys were marriage material, somebody who they could have settled down with. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There we go, Capricorn, Leo. All right, so some of y'all, they feel like you guys are obsessed with like status, obsessed with popularity, obsessed with attention. Yeah, it's a Leo trait. So I guess they couldn't really be wrong there. But some of y'all, they feel like you guys were very obsessed with that. Like that like moves you. You guys need to feel important, or you guys need to feel validated. You guys need to feel popular. You guys want more recognition. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, they feel like you guys weren't recognizing them, weren't giving them the attention or validation or appreciation that they deserved. So some of y'all were feeling that way the last time they saw y'all, but they were finding you guys to be very desirable or very attractive. So they were tempted, some of y'all, to try to get your attention if you guys didn't talk. So I guess maybe they just seen you. So I ain't never met a Leo that was marriage material. It's not even funny. Yeah. I don't know. There was one. She was kind of 5 of Swords. So some of y'all, they were thinking about like walking away or like starting an issue because we got 5 of Swords. They were thinking about talking shit, saying something about you guys, or saying something that like gets under your skin. Yeah, we got the we got the strength here. So it could be a Leo, it could be an Aquarius. So they were thinking about like how to say something to hurt your feelings, or how to do something that would like get you stirred up. So they wanted to like, you know what I mean, say something that maybe could like, you know, slight you, something that maybe is like hurt your feelings, or something that dig in your skin, or like mess with your confidence in a way. You know what I mean? So they were, for some of y'all, they were also thinking about what they did say. You know what I'm saying? And thinking about like maybe how they can like appease you now, or how they could please you now. Like what would they would have to say to like warm up to you. So like after they seen you, it was like, damn, like, because the 5 of Swords is also a conflict. So it's also like, well, what could I say to you to like convince you to see things my way, or to do things my way? So some of y'all, they were thinking about just issuing an ultimatum and telling you like, yo, this is it. This is what's going to do. This is what's going to be. We're going to be in a relationship. We got the lovers here too. So some of y'all, they were thinking like, I'm just going to come in here. I'm just going to tell you what it is. And me and you, we're going to have a relationship. We're going to have a good talk, and we're going to understand each other. So some of y'all, they were just thinking that like, we're going to understand each other, because they were thinking that you guys were sexually attractive. I seen the devil earlier, and now we got the lovers here. So they would definitely feel like you guys have some type of soul connection, some type of bond that's deeper than just a superficial. And they were like, I was gonna say they were like confident they were gonna get it out of you. For some of y'all, they feel like they were gonna get you guys to maybe see their way. You know what I mean? That they were gonna be able to say what needs to be said in order for you to see it, that they were right. You know what I mean? So they feel like maybe they were able to convince you, win you over. That's what they were thinking the last time they seen you. Or they were thinking that you're very good at persuading them and winning them over. They feel like it's kind of hard it's kind of hard to resist you. That's what it was. They feel like it's kind of hard to resist you guys. You know what I mean? But they also like have conflict of letting you take control or take lead of the relationship. So I know you guys are like natural leaders. So whoever you're dealing with, either a natural leader, or they're not used to like not being in control of relationships. So that's why they kind of feel like you guys are like really poised, really relaxed. You know, maybe some of y'all, they feel like the last time they seen y'all, like you guys look like you were doing better. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys look like physically you're doing better, or yeah, they feel like you guys, so they feel like you guys aren't going through the same hardships, or aren't going through the same like issues that you were going through anymore. They also kind of feel like if you guys were to start the connection over, that it would just be the same pattern, the same disappointment, the same letdown. You guys keep going over the same conversations, having the same hangups, making the same mistakes. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. That's what they were thinking the last time they seen you. It's the same shit. They were actually kind of disgusted in a way. So like, so it's like I can find you attractive, but I can also be disgusted by you. You know what I mean? Because I don't have control. I don't have authority. Like, you let me down, you betrayed me. Like, you know what I mean? Like they remember a hard time, or like, something that you did to them that like really rubbed them the wrong way. So like they really wanted to like snap. I wanted to say something. Like, I want to say something. I really want to like let you know, because we got nice swords here. That's somebody who's coming with conflict. Even if he's upright, he wants to be mature about the way he expresses maybe his frustration, his anger, his anguish. And anguish. So whatever you did, whatever you said must have really hurt them. They really feel like you betrayed them. And it's like when they seen you, they lived it all over again with the 10 of Swords. In their mind, it was happening all over again. Whatever you did that shit, and I never forgot. And it brought it back up in their mind. So like while they were talking to you, they were probably just trying to say, if they talk to you, because we got the 5 of Swords, we got the Knight of Swords. So for some of y'all, they were just trying to like curb your ego, or just like trying to like soothe their ego. You know what I mean? Because maybe what you said like bothered them, but like they didn't want you to know that either. Or whatever you did bothered them, but they didn't want you to know that either. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like trying to soothe their ego or soothe yours, one of the two. But like for real, I could have told you something. I could have said something for real. So some of y'all, they really felt like they could have said something to you that they feel like would have shattered your little heart. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, or calmed you down in some way. So some of y'all is going that way. Like it just goes from like, we're going to have a real talk and we're going to be in love. But like, they feel like the Ten of Swords is also a conversation that you and I should have been had, but we didn't have. So for some of y'all, they want to bring that conversation up and they want to say it in a more pleasant way, but like direct, bold. They want to have like a bold conversation where like no holding punches, no holding back. Tell me everything I need to know. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. They were on that tip, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe they will, because we got the Knight of Swords and we got the Five of Swords. That is a confrontation, but with the Strength though, it's usually a good sign, because it means that they're very persuasive and they're very charming with the way that they would say it. And with the Knight of Swords, it's somebody who's a good conversationalist. So the conversation, if you guys do have a conversation, should probably ultimately go pretty good. Five of Swords just means that we confront something that's probably been the elephant in the room for a while. With the Ten of Swords, you guys will probably confront something that's been in the air for a while. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they were thinking about like, you know, how you guys maybe have like, some of y'all have gotten stronger. Maybe your physical body has gotten stronger. Maybe you're physically fit, because the strength, sometimes it could be a physically strong body. So for some of y'all, and then I did say the devil earlier. So some of y'all, you were looking sexually attractive, but it was because of like your physical imposing body, the body. So maybe you're tall, maybe you're thicker. I don't know. Maybe you got, you know what I mean? I don't know. I was going to say maybe you got leaner, maybe that. I don't know. Something along the lines of that. But they were also kind of afraid to like reach out, but I think they will, because they take you guys very seriously. Could be an Aquarius, could be an Aries, Virgo, Gemini. They take you guys very seriously. It's just a fear of like, if I say it and things don't go well, then what do I have? You know what I mean? Like this may be like their last leg to stand on if they were to try this again with you. Because it's like, I can't take another like L or another failure or another betrayal from you. I can't let you let me down one more time. Like I can't let you betray me one more time. They were really thinking that, but they also feel drawn to you guys, because the devil and the lovers is also a sign of somebody who feels drawn to you guys, obsessed over you guys, but also wants to kind of wean themselves off of you, but at the same time, like really feels seen by you and really feels connected to you. So it's really a conflict of interest. That's what they felt like. This connection is like a conflict of interest at the same time in some way. I don't know how. All right. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn. All right, so I don't know. Maybe they know somebody you guys know. What was out there? Strength, the Five of Swords. There was some type of issue, some type of conflict. So it could be maybe they know somebody you know. Maybe it's a conversation prior that you guys have had. Maybe it's something that they should have said. It could be anything. It's one of those. It's anything in that moment. All right. So Cancer. Cancer-y. Let's get it. All right. So Cancer. Last time I saw you, what were they thinking? They were thinking that they couldn't really talk to you. All right, it could be a Gemini, it could be a Aquarius or a Capricorn. They're thinking they couldn't really talk to you guys, or that you guys just be saying anything that comes off your. But I don't think so, because they would think that you thought it through, but they just feel like when you say stuff, it just like it sticks with them a little bit more than when like anybody else does. So like when you say stuff to them, it like bothers them a little bit more than anybody else does. So when they were seeing you, they were thinking about like the stuff that you be saying to them, or how you be talking to them, or the lack of communication that you be giving them. One of the two. You know what I mean? They also kind of feel like you guys were like leading them on. Yeah, we got the world in reverse, so it could be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. So for some of y'all, the last time they were seeing y'all, they were either thinking that you guys were losing weight, or that you guys needed to lose weight, or that they were thinking that you guys are like maybe uncomfortable with your body in some way. Yeah, we got the Aries, Leo, Sag. They were attracted to you either way. With the Ace of Wands, they were attracted to you guys either way. So now for some of y'all, they kind of feel like the relationship was over when they seen you. It's going to go in a bunch of different variables. I can tell you this is going to go in a bunch of different variables. Because of the world in reverse and the way it was just starting off, it's going to probably, the world sometimes indicates that you're maybe online or you're around a lot of different people. So whoever you guys are dealing with is a lot of different people that like feel this way about you guys. So that's something that you guys need to know. So maybe they're feeling like you guys have outgrown them, that this pattern, this cycle is over, or they felt this way about you, like they outgrown you. This cycle and pattern is over, but I don't know, because with the Ace of Wands, and they wanted to show you their value, they wanted to encourage you, they wanted to be like, you don't know, they wanted to gauge your interest, they wanted to be interested in you, or they wanted to see how interested you are in them. So you got multiple people around you. So I guess you guys got to pick the story through for yourself, because I ain't about to try to like figure out all the pathways, because it's a lot that goes on. So some of y'all either be dealing with a lot of people, or this is just like online. or something of something of the sort, or you just be interacting throughout your day with a lot of different people, whatever, something along the lines. But they were attracted to you guys. They wanted to show your value. They wanted to encourage you, help you, or they were thinking about you. Like they were attracted to you because you're like self-sustainable. You're able to take care of yourself. You're able to, like, you're confident. You know what I mean? Like even in your body, and you're confident even in like whatever environment you're in. Even if you don't know where you are, even if you don't really know what you're doing, you go forward like you're sure, confident, like you're self-assured about it. You know what I mean? They also kind of inspired by you. That's what they were thinking. Like you inspire me. Some of y'all, you inspire me to take care of myself. You inspire me maybe to be single. Maybe you inspire me to like straighten up, or you inspire me to like start like presenting myself differently, like to almost like tidy up. So you think about how clean you are, or how like it's like kind of like, I'm not gonna say perfectionistic, but like how like tidy is the word I wanted to say. So some of y'all, like maybe you surprise them like how clean you are. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Or like how like well put together you were, like the way you dress, your body, all that. Like maybe you were very like you maybe you wear your clothes like for your body. So maybe they're like form fitting, or like they're like if you're heavier, you wear them just right. So it's like not like making you look unappealing. So like maybe you were just doing it just right. Some of y'all, they feel like you guys were insecure with your body. I feel that way. But like they feel like you were presenting it right. So like, why do you feel that way? But anyway, they were attracted to you guys. They were thinking about initiating with you guys and maybe offering an opportunity to be around you, but they were afraid of rejection, because we got the Knight of Wands here too, and the Two of Swords. They were afraid of rejection. They feel like maybe you weren't even really paying attention to them, like you weren't even really looking at them. That's what they were thinking. Like, damn, maybe you don't even see me. Like you don't even look at me in that light. You don't look at me in that light. You know what I mean? Like I'm attracted, I'm interested in you, but you're not looking at me in that light. So you know what I mean? And they were kind of trying to like pick up like the words you were saying, because we got the Seven of Cups here with the Two of Swords, Seven of Cups in reverse too. So like they were kind of like maybe waiting on and like an entryway, like through conversation. So if you guys talked, they were looking for you guys to like some type of entryway for them to like be able to like expand between y'all. So if you didn't talk, they were waiting on an opportunity to talk to you. The Ace of Wands is like they wanted to initiate. They were thinking that like I should initiate and see where this goes. You know what I mean? Like show them like what I have to offer. Show them that you know that I can be useful. So they were thinking like I can show you, I can help you. Thank you so much, Marie. Piece of candy. Like I can show you I'm useful. I can show you like why I'm around, why I could be around. You know what I mean? Like what I would say, what, like maybe if you were having like issues or like things that were like hanging you up or things you couldn't like handle on your own, they were like, I can show you, I can do that, I can do that for you. So some of y'all they were thinking like maybe if you weren't like the most clean like housewives or some shit like that, they were thinking I could do that for you, I can clean for you, I can cook for you, I can do something that's useful for you. They were just thinking that like I can do something. So they were thinking about just initiating in whatever way and showing you that they have value, that they have like your well-being in mind. You know what I mean? So they want to hype you up too. That's what they were thinking about. They were thinking about hyping you guys up because you excite them. You be exciting them in some way, or you always like have something exciting to say, or something interesting to talk about, or something interesting for them to do. So they were thinking about that, and they were kind of like wondering, like, well, what are you going to do next? What's going to be next? When am I going to hear from you again? So some of y'all were kind of wondering, when am I going to see you again? So some of y'all was that, like, when am I going to see you again? You know what I'm saying? By talking? What do you mean? I'm confused, Emma. I missed it. You know I don't even be looking at the chat like that when I be doing these. I just be like going off. Hey there, little ZZ. So some of y'all they were wondering like when are you going to talk to you again? When are you going to hear you again? Now because we also got a world here in reverse, it's also like they were last time they seen you, they were wondering like maybe they haven't seen you guys around in a while, because the world in reverse can also be that. Like I haven't seen you in a while. Like where you been at? So there's some of y'all that was that. Like I haven't seen you in a while. Like did you change your schedule? Did you like what'd you do? Some of y'all they were thinking like, damn, you look attractive. You've been taking care of yourself. So it's also that. So like if they hadn't seen you in a while, they were thinking like, damn, you've been taking care of yourself. What happened? Zoing, ride on hard. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to fold something now. It was kind of that vibe. Like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. You look very attractive. But they were also afraid to approach you because it's the Nine of Wands in reverse. They're afraid to approach you guys. They're afraid of being rejected, or they were afraid of being ignored. So like if they were to initiate with you, they feel like maybe you wouldn't have given them the time of day, or you wouldn't even like pay them no mind. So that's what they were thinking last time they saw y'all. So some of y'all that you did lose weight because we got the world in reverse, and then for others of you, they feel like you just were insecure at your body, but it looked good to them. So you probably shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so it could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio again. Also, I wanted to say something else there. What was that? I just seen that Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups in reverse. I was thinking about how And with the two of swords. Well, what was I thinking at first? I forgot what it was. I just kind of forgot it. Maybe it was that. Starstruck. They were thinking that. So some of y'all like popular or like online or like maybe like they know you from online. So maybe they thought that like I've seen you around. Because it kind of gives the vibe either I haven't seen you around or I've seen you around. But like unsure if it was you. So like that was it. So some of y'all when they seen you, they was like, is that you? Like imagine like it'd be me. You'd be like, is that Noonie at the gym? Is that him? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that. Like some of y'all was that vibe. Like, is that you? Like they kind of remembered you, but like they don't remember you, or they haven't seen you in a while. So like, is that you? So some of y'all is like that. Like you've changed in that light to them. All right. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn. Also, they thought that maybe you didn't like the options or the choices that you guys had. Like you guys weren't like interested in the options that you had. So maybe they were thinking that if they initiate, that they could probably like take over or like replace somebody who you were dealing with. So that'd be it. I'll be trying to, little Z. I'll be trying. For sure. All right, so Gemini. Hold on, I need a little bit of water. All right. So, So it could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. So last time they saw y'all, they were thinking about what could they do to make you happy? Like what could they do to get you to express your best traits? Or what could they get you to do to shine your light on them? So maybe what could they do to get your attention on them? Because we got the Hermit and we got the Sun. So they wanted to get to know you guys on a deeper level, but they also wanted to know like what makes you happy? What lights you up? What makes you smile? So they were kind of like, wondering about you for sure, but they were also happy to see you. The Sun just means like, I'm happy to shit to see you. Damn. So some of y'all, they were thinking that you guys were attractive, but they also were thinking that you guys are a gem. Like everybody doesn't get to see you. Everybody doesn't know you. You're rarely seen around, but like when you show up, you're just a ball of sun or you're just a ball of like sunshine. And you know what I mean? It's like, it makes the day better. So they were thinking like, yes, you're around, makes my day better. You know what I mean? So they were like thinking like, what could they do to make the day better for you? Or what could they do to make you feel better or make you happy or make you smile? So that's pretty nice. All right. So, or they think that they were thinking that that's what you be doing. You know what I mean? But no, for some of y'all, they were also thinking that you guys are a little socially awkward. But like you're attractive. And so that really didn't matter. All right. Could be dealing with the Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Now, some of y'all, they were feeling like they hadn't seen y'all in a while because I just seen the Hermit earlier, and now we got the World in Reverse again. So some of y'all, it is that vibe of not seeing you in a while, wondering what you got going on, looking you up online. So some of y'all, they seen you online. Some of y'all, they realize that you guys have lost weight, or some of you guys have changed your appearance. Maybe you cut your hair. Maybe you dyed your hair. Maybe you wore new clothes. I don't know. Maybe you cut your beard. Maybe you went bald. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you wear a wig now. Whatever. Dreads, something. You're kind of noticing that something about you has changed. All right. Oh, we got a 10% reverse with the. Okay, so some of y'all, they were poised to take action, to offer you something, to offer you maybe their concern or to express some type of concern. They were going to use a moment of like maybe like emotional weakness or emotional uncertainty as an opportunity to like take an opening with you guys, maybe to restart the connection, maybe to try to like show you that they're open to you, that they're receptive to you. They were thinking about like their feelings towards you. That's what I will tell you, because we got Queen of Cups with the 10% reverse. So some of y'all, they were unsure about their feelings towards you, but they did kind of know that they like you, like they are fond of you. You know what I mean? That they're comfortable around you. So they were thinking that, but they also feel like maybe they make you uncomfortable because you got the World here in reverse. So some of y'all, they didn't want to get in your space. So like if you were around this person, this is somebody who doesn't want to like crowd your space. They don't want to be like too pushy. You know what I mean? They may have felt like they were being too pushy with you. So like they kind of like wanted to back up a little bit, like not be around you, but they want to be around you because they want to see you. You know what I'm saying? So like they were thinking like, I want to be around and I want to see you. So I don't got any swords. So I don't really think you guys would, well, 7 of swords, but 7 swords and the High Priestess is not a conversation. If it is, it's so subtle that you really need to trust. Like you can't even read it. You don't even really know what this person is really trying to say. Because like the conversation may have been subtle. The conversation may have been like misleading at times, or it may have just been like hinted at, or it may have been like an innuendo. Because with the High Priestess and the 7 of swords, it's like a strategic way of talking. So like they feel like they intended to say something to you, but like I don't know if I can say something to you. Because some of y'all, they're viewing you guys as out of their league. Or some of them, they're viewing you guys as like unattainable, unachievable, like highly sought after, very rarely seen, highly spiritually principled, or just like having some type of intuitive knowing about other people's motives and why they come around or why they come back. So they kind of felt like you knew why they were coming around you or why they were gravitating around you. Because the world gives me a vibe of like gravitating around you. But it can also be like, well, you like when you're around, like maybe they recognize like you don't keep a lot of people around you, because the hermit is also somebody who isolates. So some of y'all, you were thinking like, you know, nobody gets to be around you. Nobody deals with you. You're very independent. You know what I mean? You can do stuff on your own. You tend to take a lot of time to yourself. You know what I mean? But like whenever you show up, it's a good time. So like I'm always happy to see you. But like, how do you feel? It's almost like the moon. Like, how do you feel about me? Because some of y'all, they don't want to infringe on like your space. They feel like you don't want people in your space, or maybe you don't want them to live with you. I was thinking that too. Like you don't want them to live with you. You don't want them around you in that way. Like they kind of felt like you didn't want them around. You know what I mean? Like they felt like you care about them or they care about you, but like you don't. Maybe you don't reciprocate the same feelings, or you don't feel the same way about them. Like maybe they annoy you. Like if they're in your space, or maybe they felt like they were annoying you. Maybe they felt like they were being too pushy. Maybe they felt like it was more about like what they wanted and not about what you wanted. And they also kind of, some of y'all, they were feeling like you guys were maybe being offered to somebody else, like you were dealing with somebody else that's like out of their league, or like that's better than them in some way, or that's like maybe more attractive, or has more status, or is more like valuable to you. So some of y'all, they were feeling like that. But even so, with the Hermit and the Seven of Swords, is somebody who's strategically trying to plan either how to come back into your life, or strategically like thinking about how to like be around you. So they're thinking about like this. So they were thinking about like how can they get around you so that you can see them. That's what it is. So that you can see me, or so that I can be around you more, or you know what I mean. So like, they want you to see them. That's what it is. This person wants you to see them. Some of y'all, they may have lost weight. They may have changed their appearance. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was them. And maybe they want you to see that now. Like, oh, I've changed now. Look at me. I've lost weight. Look at me. I've got my body together. Look at me. I've grown taller. Look at me. I've, you know what I mean, gotten thicker. You know what I mean? Look at me now. I've cut my hair or some shit. Look at me. I'm wearing suits. They just want you to kind of see them now. With the world, though, it's usually around the body, and change around the body, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be like a change of environment. Maybe they moved somewhere and they wanted you to like pick up. Maybe they're trying to call you on FaceTime. Look, I'm out here in Florida. I'm in California. I'm in fucking Arizona. Look at me now. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they want you to see that. It may be somebody somewhere that they've already been, or it could be somewhere tropical. Because the Temperance gives me like a tropical area. It's Sagittarian energy, and I always think of like tropics, but it could be anywhere. They could be on fucking Mount Everest. I don't think they got Wi-Fi or like, you know, phone that you can call anybody from up there, but you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? They wanted you to kind of see them. Some of y'all, they were thinking that you're out of reach now, or you're like, some of y'all, you may be out of their league now. So some of y'all, they were thinking that, like maybe you really bossed up, maybe you really stepped your shit up. You know what I mean? You're poised to be taking other opportunities. They feel like you guys are soon to be moving or soon to be going somewhere, maybe leaving country, leaving state. They were thinking about that. They think about all the experiences that you've had before they came into your life, or before they like started connecting to you, or before they started caring about you. They were thinking about all the, some of y'all, they were thinking about the experiences that y'all did share at one time. Because of the world with the Temperance and the Queen of Cups, they were thinking about that moment or the time in like space that you guys shared at one time, and they feel like you guys were over it, or you're fed up with that, no longer like wanting to be a part of that no more, or you only had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of relationships, or you still have 1 foot in your past connections or past situations, and you got 1 foot trying to maybe move forward with them in some way or something like that. Some of y'all, they were just trying to slow your steps down from like maybe taking offers from other people. So they were just thinking about like trying to express how they feel, you know, I mean, trying to push their feelings onto yours, try to make you feel how they feel. So they were thinking like, that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to make this situation go in my favor, go how I like it to, by trying to like push my feelings and my emotions first, and trying to push, you know what I mean, and trying to make them seem like they're yours. So some of y'all is almost like gaslighting you, you know, making it seem like these are your feelings too. This is how you feel. Seven of Swords with the High Priestess, but they also kind of feel like you kind of already know what their moves are, their motives are. So they feel like you kind of already read through them, read through whatever they were saying, or read through the actions that they were taking. Maybe they were trying to avoid you at times, or trying to avoid being like direct with you, trying to avoid giving you real clarity or telling you how they really feel. So they feel like you guys just either like, you know, maybe didn't stay around, or you guys just closed out a cycle with them, or that you were going to. So they feel like maybe you were going to, like if they don't speak up, if they don't say something, that you were just gonna move on. You know what I mean? Take another action elsewhere. So they were thinking about that. But for the most part, I feel like they were strategically thinking about how to like get you to see them as like you know what I mean, a worthy partner, or like somebody who's like upper echelon, high quality, highly sought after. They want you to see them as somebody who you'd be like proud to be with, or somebody you'd be like, you know what I mean, that's like worthy. You know what I mean? Like a high priestess. Not everybody can deal with this person. They want you to see them as like somebody who's exclusive or who has like exclusivity to you. Because they feel like you're not seen around that often and not that many people have dealt with you. Some of y'all, they feel like you guys are very like, what's the word? Pure. So maybe like a abstinent or like just not very sexually active in that way, or they were thinking that way, like they're abstinent, they're not really sexually active, or they're not like as sexually active as you. So they didn't feel like they had enough experience. They may have felt like you guys had way more experiences than they did. So some of y'all, maybe they were thinking you guys were like a little hoe, but like low key. You know what I mean? Like a low key hoe, like sneaky hoe, because it's 7 of Swords with the High Priestess and the 2 of Pentacles. Some of y'all, they kind of were thinking that some of y'all was like a sneaky hoe. They just can't catch you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. I'm from Canada. Why did I say that, Canada? I'm from Canada, though, so that's never going to happen. Wait. Oh, my gosh, I'm totally starstruck if you see me if you saw me at the gym. If you did see me at the gym, you guys say something. Hello. Hey there, of the light. Say more time with yourself is more time to take accountability for yourself. That's true too. I'm with you. We in here. Okay. Let me go ahead. All right. So who y'all now? Who's on Taurus? Let's see. Taurus. Okay. So let me see. Taurus. Last time they saw you, what were they thinking? They were playing with the idea of they were uncertain if you guys even found them as a viable option, but they were playing with the idea of trying to tempt you guys. Could be done with a Scorpio, could be done with a Capricorn. All right. I was thinking coast to coast. So they were thinking like coast to coast with y'all in some way. I don't know. Maybe they were thinking about presenting an opportunity that they feel like maybe would be tempting for you. So maybe it's a trip or it's a cruise or some shit, or it's like doing something together. Maybe they were thinking about, maybe some of y'all, they were kind of like thinking about sending you a picture, maybe sending you a message. I don't know. For most of y'all, they didn't feel like they either, because we got 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So some of y'all, they didn't feel like they had enough for you or enough to offer for you, or they weren't maybe good enough for you. Hey there, Anita, with the support. I don't know. Some of y'all, they also feel like you guys aren't alone. Got 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Who's a first-time homeowner. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys live with somebody, or you guys need to live with somebody, or you guys don't want to live with somebody. It's one of the 2, or one of the 3. Also, they kind of feel like you guys were, they were thinking that maybe they didn't make enough for y'all. They're literally obsessed with your body. So they were literally obsessed with your body. They felt like you guys would be low risk. That's what it is. They feel like you guys would be low risk when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Because they feel like maybe you're not doing as well as they are financially. You know what I mean? Or that they're not doing as well as you are financially. So they were thinking about spending time with you, but because they feel like they could come up financially by being with you. Yeah, there we go. Wheel of Fortune, definitely. They were seeing you as beneficial. So they were feeling like this situation could turn out in my favor, either because they have more than you or because you have more than them. But they feel like that you like need a partner. You need a relationship. They feel like you're one of those people who has to have a connection. You can't be on your own. But we do got the Empress here. So they did view you as somebody who they probably could settle down with, marry. Could be a Libra, could be a Taurus. They did feel like you're somebody they could marry or somebody they can deal with. They found you to be attractive. The most beneficial partner that they would have with that Wheel of Fortune. So it could be a Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Sag. Almost all the signs are coming out. So we might as well just say all the signs for Taurus again. All right. So anyway, they think about the way you guys were dressed. They really like the way you dress because the Empress is really more so about your dress, your style of dress. They thought your style of dress made you look very classy, high end or like expensive. So they maybe kind of felt like maybe they didn't have enough money for you guys. Or that maybe you guys are married. So some of y'all didn't think you guys are single. They don't think you guys are single. That's what it is. They don't think none of y'all are single. They think that you guys have a partner that either takes care of you guys, or they think that you have a partner, or they thought that you had somebody who's investing in you, and that like whatever they were trying to offer you or whatever they're trying to give you isn't enough. Because it gives a vibe of like you being a perfect partner or a viable option to them, but they also feel like you have a bunch of other options. You know what I mean? That you're not really even taking any options at this point. So they were thinking about like what could they give you or what could they tempt you with to be able to get you to like, I'm gonna say focus or like lean more towards them. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all, they want to send you pictures. 7 of Cups has to do with like their previous successes But this could also just be like pictures of whatever. I don't know. Pictures. They were thinking about that. They were tempted to, like, you know what I mean? Try their hand at some way, in some way. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they were thinking maybe they're being delusional, though. Like, maybe it's just me feeling this way. So some of y'all, they were thinking that. Like, it's just me. I'm just tripping. You know what I mean? They also be thinking that you be making up these elaborate stories. There we go. Look, Ace of Swords. Ah! Ace of Swords. I knew it. Ace of Swords. It's pictures. It's pictures again, but I was also thinking these intricate stories. Intricate stories they were thinking about. You be telling them these intricate stories. All right. So they think everybody likes you, or everybody be around you guys. You guys are popular online. You got the world here. So they were thinking like the last time they saw you guys were popular online, they were looking at your pictures. Seven of Swords in reverse. So they were looking at your pictures. Now some of y'all, they were thinking about like when they last saw y'all, they were seeing you from a distance, because the Seven of Swords is like looking at you from a distance, or looking at you maybe online, or looking at you secretly, covertly, out the side of my eye, maybe. You know what I mean? So like the last time they saw you, they were looking at you out the side of their eye. They were even thinking about maybe taking you guys out to eat, or thinking about like trying to invite you to eat, or like strategically trying to be somewhere where you are, trying to be in your space. Two of Pentacles with the World is definitely trying to adapt to wherever you are, or trying to adapt to your environment. So they feel like you were trying to maybe like figure something out, or trying to figure things out on your own without them. So the last time they saw you, they feel like maybe you were like asking questions that you already kind of knew the answer to, but you were just trying to like maybe see how they react or how they respond. So last time they seen you, they feel like maybe they need to be an open book or be honest with you or just be direct about stuff. But like, how much do you really know? So they were kind of in their own mind, wondering like, how much do you know? Or like, how much did you research me? Or how much did you look? Or how much like, I don't know. It's kind of like how much research or how much like do you know? Or how much do you understand? Or like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So they were kind of thinking that like, do you get me? Do you understand where I'm going with this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were just wondering, like, do you see my moves? Do you get my motives? Do you know what moves or motives I'm trying to do? You see my intentions? That's what they were thinking. Like, do you see my intentions? And they were also on the fence about whether they should, like, just make it known. Like, just be straight out with it. Like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I intend to do. So last time they saw y'all, they were thinking about that. Like, maybe they seen you online, or they seen a picture, or they just kind of viewed you, and not in passing, but they just kind of viewed you in an environment that you guys maybe be in regularly because of the Two of Pentacles. So some of y'all's like work, because the Two of Pentacles in the world kind of gives me like a work vibe. So some of y'all, they would think about that, like maybe sharing their ideas or sharing some type of information with you, just to try to like initiate conversation with you. Because Seven of Swords is like strategic. There's a reason why I'm going to come and talk to you, but like, do you know the underlying motive for why I want to talk to you? Some of you, it's about business and about finances, about money, about making some money, potential money. And then others of you, it's about like trying to be in a relationship with you, or trying to have you around, or trying to be connected to you in some way. Like, you know, maybe getting more exposure by being with you. So, or like, you know what I mean? Or like you getting more exposure by being with them. Like, they want to be around you. Now, some of y'all, they want to be seen with you. Like, so that's why I was like, they kind of like want to strategize to go on a date or go somewhere, or like, you know what I mean? Do something together where like you guys have to kind of like maybe depend on each other back and forth in whatever way it is. But they were like thinking about like initiating and coming up with a plan, like having a plan already in like order too. So they were already like thinking like, I got a plan of like how we could do this, and it's already in their mind. So they were thinking about this. They were inspired too. This was inspired by the divine to them. So they were coming up with like the grand scheme or grand idea to maybe sell to you, or to tell you about maybe how you guys can maybe hang out, or how you guys can connect, or how you guys can maybe make some money, investments, bullshit like that. All right. It's an act. It's like a shady act, but it's like they intend to be honest with you. So they may tell you something that maybe, or they may try to like communicate with you in a way that's like not really direct, but it will be direct. It's like there's other things to it that they're not going to tell you. So they were thinking about that, like, how do I present it without telling you everything? You know what I'm saying? Without telling you all the details. How do I present it while at the same time giving, I'm gonna say the illusion, because the Seven of Cups was there earlier. So it could be the illusion of like, what's it called? When I'm being out in the open. The illusion of, what's the shit called? Where people are being open. I forgot what the shit's called. I just had a brain fart. It was in my mind. Where people just give you, where they're out in the open. It's not just clarity though. I don't know. I forgot. Somebody will know it. Somebody will comment it. It was that. It's the illusion of something. Of them being open to you though, or being honest with you in some way. So they were giving you, I mean, like, I don't know, whatever. So you could be doing Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I say Capricorn? I think I did. All right, so I didn't really have nothing but a Leo. There was no other. Well, there was an Aries, Leo, Sag, so it could be that. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag too. Okay. All right, so Aries. Last time they saw y'all, transparency. Yes, that's what it was. Transparent. Yes, yes. You knew me. See, y'all be getting me. Y'all be understanding what I'm trying to say. All right. Ooh. So last time they saw y'all, what were they thinking? Could be a Cancer. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They were thinking that you guys don't really care about their feelings. Right? That you guys weren't really receptive to them, to what they were saying, to their information, to maybe to their messages, that you didn't reply, or you weren't like, you didn't, maybe you didn't respond in the way they thought you would. Awesome, God. Okay. So anyway. So yeah, they feel like you guys, maybe they feel like, oh, so some of y'all, they feel like you guys were investing elsewhere, or you guys were like maybe underappreciating them, undervaluing them, like maybe you owe them in some way, or that they owed you. So some of y'all, they kind of feel like you guys were breadcrumbing them in a way, like not really giving them what they gave you or what they were offering you. Like they feel like you weren't really invested in the relationship. They feel like you were invested elsewhere with somebody else who may be giving you more in their mind, or who's giving you less than what they were giving you. So, but they don't really know for sure. So, some of y'all, they feel like the relationship between y'all was unequal, where it's not like equally reciprocated. Maybe in status, maybe in money, maybe in effort. It could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. So last time they saw you, they were a little bit jealous of you guys, of your talent. They were jealous of your like creativity. They were jealous of like your vision, your visionary skill set. So you have like a vision in some way, or you have like a. They were jealous of your platform because the magician. So if you have a platform, they were jealous of that. But others, they were jealous of a talent, skill, ability that you had because the Ace of it's the Page of Wands, and then the Five of Wands. They were feeling competitive towards you guys, jealous. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys were like sucking up all the attention, or you guys were like, I don't know, maybe a competition, like you guys were giving them a run for their money in some way. So some of y'all, they felt that way, like you, or they felt like somebody else, some other connection that you have is giving them a run for their money. You know what I mean? Like they feel like you're like your attention is going elsewhere. It's being scattered. So some of y'all, they think you guys are like have other ventures, other creative projects, other people, lovers, partners, other people who are fighting for your attention, and they feel like it's distracting you from them. Or they were just kind of jealous of like a natural talent, natural ability that you have for attracting people. You know what I mean? So they feel like you have that skill set and that you're learning how to use it, that you're getting better at it. You know what I mean? So there's like a jealousy and a frustration towards that. So they're feeling competitive towards you. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra. Yeah, it could be an Aries. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys are like very confident, overly confident at times. You know what I mean? And you just be like making hasty or like rash actions just because you can. They feel like you just be doing stuff because you can now, just because maybe because you're very skilled, like you have a lot of talent, so you just be like just doing random shit now, or you just when you feel like it, you just get up and just make a move because you can. You have the capabilities of it. So they're saying that. So the last time they saw you, they feel like you could have created a situation for you guys to maybe like I don't know reconcile or talk or like to hang out or to like work with each other or do something with each other. But they feel like I don't know. Maybe you felt like you were too good for them. For some of you, some of you they felt like you were too good for them, or they feel like they were too good for you. But I kind of feel like it's not that way. I feel like they were angry at you because they feel like you felt like you were too good for them. Like maybe you weren't that interested in them. Maybe they don't really excite you. Maybe they're not that interested to be around. Like maybe they're kind of boring to you, or maybe kind of old school in some way, or I don't know. They viewed you as like a perfect partner or somebody who's like upper echelon, worth the time, the energy, investment. They also kind of feel like easily in love with you guys, or they feel like you fall easily in love, but like any little annoyance or anything that frustrates you really makes you like not want to deal with them or not be involved with them. So they were thinking about that. Like you easily get annoyed, you easily get angry, you be ready to fight or ready to like haul off and just say some wild shit to them. So they were thinking that they didn't want no conflict with you because we got 5 wands in reverse. So they weren't thinking they didn't want no beef or no real trouble with you guys. You know what I mean? They really wanted to kind of like piece it out or like negotiate in some way or trying to find like a peaceful resolution between the both of you. Like, let's just find a truth. So it's like meet in the middle. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to invite you guys out, maybe to like a sporting event, a fight, or like some type of event, a group event. They want to invite you guys, like make you part of the team, but they also kind of feel like you're jealous, like they're jealous of you. One or two. Either they feel like you're jealous of them, or they feel like they're jealous of you, or they were jealous of you. It's one of the two. It's one of the two because they found you guys to be very attractive. That's a big thing. We got the Empress here. Either they felt you guys were very attractive, or they felt you guys were very abundant, like wealthier, or living in a very luxury lifestyle. It could be the way you were dressed. So they could be also jealous of the way you were dressed in your appearance. So some of y'all maybe looking really good. Some of you were dressed up really nice. Maybe the clothes you were wearing, because they could also look at you as like high maintenance too, with this Empress and the Eight of Wands. So some of y'all, they could be viewing you as like, you know, maybe they're thinking like, this could be a great partner for me, but at the same time, she may require a lot. You know what I mean? And she gets annoyed easily, very quickly, just flies off the handle. And I don't know if I really want to go through that shit. You know what I mean? Like at this point, she's got her confidence up. She's feeling attractive. It may not be worth the fight to me. You know what I mean? So they were thinking about that too. But at the same time, they were thinking about you guys as a very viable option. Somebody who they really should probably settle down with or take a lot more seriously. And if it was like in a more like business way, then they were thinking like that maybe they should really offer you something. You know, maybe like they should like squash the beef between you by offering an opportunity for them to maybe like make your life better or to make a situation better between y'all, which could be like healing it. They feel like they have the capabilities to, but they also kind of feel like you're annoyed with them, or you're not really like attracted to them, or you're not really interested in like, you know what I mean? Maybe working it out or talking it out or whatever like that. So that's what they were thinking. Like they were insecure around you. You know what I mean? They were insecure because they were planning on it. I get them planning on it. You know what I mean? Like planning on like approaching you and maybe pursuing you and maybe like stepping it up. But they were also kind of thinking that like somebody else is already doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody else is already stepping up in that way, or somebody else already has their eye on you. And I feel like you're already being pursued, or you're already chasing this person down, or you're already like interacting with whoever it is, because maybe you find them to be more attractive than me, or you find them to be more of a go-getter or more ambitious than me, or you find them to be a better catch than me. So it was something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? So they were like trying to keep their confidence about themselves and just keep going, whether you acknowledge them or not, whether you talk to them or not, whether you're angry at them or not, whether they're angry at you or not. They were just kind of going because they feel like you're not really interested in like exploring to see where things could go between y'all. So that's what they were thinking last time. Like, yeah, you're not really into this. You don't really want to go. I can see you as being a good partner to me, but you're not really like into this like I am. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really get them wanting to let it go. I mean, Two of Wands is here where they want to kind of focus elsewhere. So they were really thinking about that. Like, maybe I need to take my focus elsewhere. Maybe I need to get a little bit more passionate about like where my life is going. Like maybe they couldn't even kind of. Sometimes the Two of Wands could also be like us taking different paths in life. So they were also kind of considering that. Like maybe we're just meant to go on different paths at this time. You know what I mean? We're not really meant to come together. We're meant to like, you know, go our own separate ways at this moment. So maybe they even kind of think of that. Like distance might be in the way. You know what I mean? Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. They were thinking that about you guys. Virgo, Gemini. Is that all the signs? No, I didn't say no water signs really. All right, so that's what they were thinking. All right, so anyway, yeah, that was a sign, y'all. That was that for Aries, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thank you for the piece of candies, the super chats. Hey there, Enigmatic One. I got it right this time. Ooh, got it. Thank y'all all for the support. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thanks for those likes. How many likes did I get? Did I get 200 this time? Did I get 200? How much I got? Let me look. What did I say? How many likes did I get, y'all? Let me look it up. I gotta look it up real quick. Let me see what I did. How many likes did I get? Was it 200? Because that's always nice when I get 200 in one lot. Let me look. Thank you so much, Alec. Oh, 173. That's cool. Okay. That's cool because by the time I post it, 23 would be, 27 would be like that. So it'd be 200. Okay, that's cool. I ain't going to be too sad. 200 really, really set it off, though. 300 would have been amazing. That would have been a record for sure. But I ain't going to cry about it. I'm appreciative. Thank y'all all. Hey, y'all. Y'all take it easy tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow to do it again. All right. Let me see what's today. Yep, I'll be back again tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday? Oh, it's Tuesday, right? Let me make sure. Yes, it's Tuesday. So tomorrow I will be back to do it again. So thank y'all in advance, and I'll catch you again. I'm gone.